Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay, guys. Yesterday we talked about that lady, the new trophy wife, Isis, well, on her book. She has a book. It's called Hypergamy something. What I forgot already. It's a pamphlet by Isis Morales, the hypergamy something, right? I can't find hide nor hair of that lady on this internet. I'm gonna just looking at her channel. I'm gonna just get right into it. Looking at her channel, it looks like she wanted to be like Sprinkle Sprinkle Shazera. And I think she came up with a model of a type of channel she wanted to do. I almost don't believe it, guys. I mean, I think that this type of stuff happens, but obviously we know that this type of stuff happens. I don't believe I feel like what? Something is just telling me her story is full of holes and she's full of shit. I'm sorry. I feel like this chick is a money what do you guys call it? A money grab type female. She saw a winning combination and she copied it, which, hey, dating coaches and things like that have been around forever. She was copying, many, many models, like not even just Sprinkle Sprinkle, not just Kevin Samuels, not just a lot of people. Matchmaking and giving tips on how to find the man of your dreams didn't just come up overnight. Like this been around for a minute. The more I thought about it, and I did a little search. I wasn't in depth with it, but my researching skills are very much good. Okay. My research skills are good. And I could find nothing on this woman. And I just don't think having a footprint on social media that's even possible. Is it really possible? And you're writing books and talking about your husband and sitting in front of the fireplace and all of these things, and there's no real clear picture of you and your husband out here. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And Shauna, I don't know about your researching skills, but I've been on YouTube for a long time, and and also I have a background in human resources, and this is what I do. This is what I do. Okay? I mean, I'm no private investigator, but I'm pretty good at finding at least a receipt or two, maybe 3 or 4. I couldn't find nothing on this chick. Either her name is fake, which okay, you got a fake name for YouTube. Smart. That was smart. Okay, for cases like this. But the story was very flimsy. And then on the back end of telling that story, I don't know if the name of my channel's gonna change, guys. I was like, girl, get out of here. You guys, I'm sure if you watched my reaction yesterday, my tone, my like I immediately that kind of like, what she said? You're talking about some creep violating your kid, y'all's kid, right? And you're concerned about the marketing of your channel? Girl, that explains to me a couple of things. Either you're full of shit or no wonder this happened because you're concerned about the wrong things, okay? So, I don't know. My thoughts on this lady, you're like, "Fran, who are you talking about?" Hold on, let me pull it up. Um I don't believe I don't something is just something's not right. It's possible, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a crystal ball and I certainly don't know everything. I'm just saying there's problems with this story, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. There is a huge problem with the story, and I just don't altogether believe what ma'am has to say. This chick right here, oh Jesus. The looking like Cardi B a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure. I just something tells me I just there's more to the story. I'm not really sure. Vote for so, God bless. Like at the end of the day, if this lady can come up here and make up a story about her kids, that's her problem. You know what I mean? But it didn't sit right with me. Like yesterday, I just could like I was like, you know, this is my theory. When the story doesn't make sense, it's a lie. You guys might think differently about that, but if 1 and 1 don't equal 2, something is wrong. So there's a lot she's left out. She is someone who wrote a book. She's sitting up here trying to tell people give people hypergamy lessons and you fell for the ultimate okey doke. Okay. Um, it's just weird to me. I don't find her story credible at all. I don't know if anyone else is saying that. I just feel like it's not the popular thing to do to give this, to say, I don't believe it. Because we always want to believe victims of sexual assault, but she is something is not right with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Um, something isn't right. For the history that she had, I would think that she would be hyper vigilant. And even if she wasn't hyper vigilant, to be able to keep an eye and she would think that that's the father of her kids and he wouldn't do something like that. Okay, I get it. But on top of all of that, no, I went to the police station. I filed a report with the detective. They're currently pursuing charges. There was nothing about that. And I certainly don't want to give her any ideas of her next follow up video, but no conversation about that whatsoever. Um, allegedly, you escaped. You sat there, you identified the victim out of your 5 kids. You pinpointed who the victims were, which as a mother, why would you identify which kid? I mean, I guess the assumption is, I don't know. I don't know. The assumption is always that men go for the girls. I mean, people go for whatever they want to go for. And we've seen that. Men, there are abusers out here that go for boys and girls. Let me say it like that, right? Um, I don't believe the story. I don't believe that the story went like that. If what happened in her household happened like that, I think it was rude. I think it was awful for her to identify which kid it was. I think that the story was incomplete at best. It's incomplete. She didn't mention anything about pressing charges. She didn't mention he's currently in jail. She didn't even mention she said that she came up with a way to get out of the house for Halloween shopping and that was it. And then she talked about rebranding her YouTube channel. I found it like, what? It was weird. It was a very weird story. If in fact everything went down the way that she said it did, I just hope that that she's seeking appropriate help because it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And she's obviously looking to come back to coach people. And I just don't know what she's got to say because the formula that she used to tell people about what to do was flawed. It's absolutely flawed. I'm just surprised that she even came back with all of that content on there because there was something wrong like her optics are skewed on how to actually get a good husband, because everything that she talked about was based off of what she did to find an awesome God-fearing Christian husband. And fast forward, it's a disaster according to her. According to her, um it's a disaster. So I don't know. There's something about the story. I'm not necessarily saying, I mean, I would hope that her child was not attacked or abused. That's my ultimate hope, that maybe this is just some content. At the end of the day, if she is truly sitting and talking about a situation that happened with her family, I feel like the way she told the story left a lot of holes. And I don't know, something just tells me that there's a problem with this story. So that's just it. That's just how, I can't really explain it. I just feel like there's holes in the story. So maybe she didn't want to tell too much, but you told a lot already, and then you came back and did this video. Meanwhile, you have tons of content with the man's picture. So if you were trying to not identify him, he's he's pictures right there. Yeah, it's a weird. It was just, I don't know. I can't really put a finger on it, and maybe as time goes by, I'll be able to put my finger on it and articulate it better. There was something with the story that, number one, I didn't like that she pinpointed which kid it was. And then the rebranding at the end was a little bit kind of off-putting. I just thought it was weird. I really did. I really did. Um, okay, so there were pictures of him on IG. Okay. So there were pictures. Okay. That's what she says. I mean, so she had two kids. She had two boys first, and then three kids with him. And one of the three that are his children that happen to be female, one, maybe two, but I think she said one. I heard someone giving some commentary who said something about maybe, like, I don't know. Girl. What I heard was, I think it was one. Um, so that's what she said. Okay. What the female one, one of the females, because there's five kids, two boys, three girls. I don't know. I just that we The sad reality is that it happens every day. There's fathers, there's trusted adults who do the wrong thing with their kids and not their kids every day, students, everything, right? So that's not unbelievable, because that's the sad reality of 2024. This is my thing. The way the story was told, it was very much, let me sit in my bathrobe, let me give fresh face, no makeup look, let me put on my microphone. I mean, she sat and planned a YouTube video, which is fine. I just don't know. You're a brand new mommy again. You just had a baby, and this is, I don't know, it's just the first video sitting down. It just seemed too produced, too overly produced, too calm and collected, too everything for this for someone who has been through it themselves, um in a couple of different ways, and she talks about that in the video. She shares her own personal trauma. It just seemed way overly produced onto the next situation, and she's coming back with her channel talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna change the name of the channel. So you're just on to the next one. Like, it's almost like, "Okay, well, I guess better luck next time. We're moving on. Notice I'm gonna have a new husband." Just weird. Just weird. Very strange and weird. I don't know if you guys really thought much about it afterwards, but it was giving, I'm coming back with new, I'm coming back, guys. I'm going to start back with my hypergamy advice. The last thing she needs to be doing is giving out hypergamy advice. She needs to handle her household and get her stuff together and protect those children. The last thing she needs to be doing is dating coaching, because the thing that you built your brand on is flawed. And aren't we all, like, as a person? But if I built a brand on a particular situation and wanted to tell everyone how successful it was, how it's been, all of those things, and this was the outcome of the rich man that I caught, and I want to sit here and coach you on how to get the man of your dreams, you just did I Just Married a Monster video. So what coaching like, I'm sorry. It doesn't make you unqualified, but I think coming from a place of healing and, okay, this is what I missed, and all of those things might be more appropriate. I just found it to be way overproduced to sit there and talk about my kid and something awful happening to them, on top of the fact my marriage that I built a whole brand around was a complete and total disaster. And not only did he violate me, he violated the children we had together, and I'm not with him anymore. Um, which she really didn't say that. She said she took off Halloween, but we don't know where she is. We don't know if she's back home. We don't know what's going on. We don't even know if she pressed charges. We don't know if the man's in jail. And I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find a thing. Anyway, that's just, like, again, I was thinking about that last night and this morning. It was just kind of like, I don't know why this story just doesn't sit well with me. I just feel like there's a lie in there somewhere. I would hope someone wouldn't lie on their kid being violated. I absolutely hope that they wouldn't. But we've seen people do a lot of stuff. We've seen people fake cancer. We've seen people fake weddings. We've seen people fake buying homes. We've seen people do a lot of lying on this internet for clicks, views, and cash. And this wouldn't be the first time. So if everything that ma'am is saying is what she says it is, wonderful. I applaud her for her strength and transparency, coming and putting out on Front Street what her daughter in future years might not want everyone to know. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think it's okay to talk about yourself and your trauma and what you're going through, but we have to remember that our kids are people too, and they don't get to vocalize, Mom, I'd rather you not say that. Mom, please don't tell everyone that. Maybe this person in the future may not want everyone to know and have a video trail of what happened potentially between their biological father and a situation. You know what I mean? It's just something. Rewatch it, and you guys, I mean, hey, she's already going viral. I mean, you can watch it here, go watch it over there uncut. I just it was just something about it. I'm sorry. It doesn't sit well with me. Something about it is a lie. The abuse, the attack may not have been a lie. I We talked about this video yesterday. The person asking, who is this? This lady's name is Isis Morales. She wrote a book on hypergamy, and she's got a channel called The New Trophy Wife, but now it's just called Isis. And she sat there, cool as a cucumber, for a sit down video, and wanted to tell everybody where she'd been. She'd been absent from her channel, let's say 6 months. She was pregnant at the time, so she's since delivered. Um, and wanted everyone to know that the husband that she snagged, that she was very proud of and did like 50 videos, podcast, wrote a book, everything, turned out to be a molester, basically, a sexual predator in her own home. So this is my take on it. I hope I'm gonna say it like this. I hope she didn't lie for coin. So yeah, I mean, we're probably saying the exact same thing. I really don't hope, like, I hope and pray for the 4-year-old. Mommy's just crazy and wanted to get her channel restarted. This was not the story to go with. If even if mommy just wanted to get her channel restarted and that is the truth and that is what happened, that's not the way to make money on the internet. That's not your story. You don't come to the internet with someone else's victimization story. It's her story too, in the sense that you're the mother, but she didn't talk to us about being a mother and having a child violated or talk to us about her marriage. She talked about being that she was on the tail end of her pregnancy. She had the baby. She was getting her kid dressed, noticed something, and weepy eyed asked questions, what happened, and was trying to figure out how she's going to get out the house with 5 kids because it would seem weird. That makes me think, like, were you a prisoner in the house? Like, it was just weird. There was a bunch of unanswered questions, and I just feel like it's the wrong thing to do. Like, I would never come on here, me, then it's not about me, but I would never come on here and talk about someone who I love, a tragedy or a trauma that happened to them, and sit here and just drop it on, like, hi guys, I'm back. Guess what happened since I've been gone? I had a baby, my marriage broke up, my husband sexually assaulted his own flesh and blood, and guys, I'm not really sure how I'm going to remarket this channel, but just stay tuned for that. Like, it was just so weird. The whole thing did not sit well with me. um it was just the selfishness of it all, to use that story to make that your intro story back, right? It was just identifying the victim of a very nasty trauma that this baby is going to have to deal with for a very long time, with counseling and all of those other things. And like I said, she never really, I have to go back and listen because maybe I lost something. She said that she got out the house to go Halloween shopping. I never heard anything about, and we called the police, and charges have been filed. I might have missed that part. So in all fairness, I'll go back and just listen to it run all the way through, because that was my first time hearing it. And I was doing a live reaction with you guys. So I don't know if I missed something, but it was something about the story that just didn't sit well with me. She said she spoke with an officer. Okay. She spoke with an officer, and it was missing some things. I don't know. And I'm not an expert, and I would hope nobody would come and tell a lie on that. But just watching some of her other videos, it just, how she's one of these people who set herself up for a horrible marriage. And I'm not even just talking about the assault on the kids that she would later have with this man. Just I'm gonna get on eHarmony and I'm gonna find a husband. And a husband is what you found, and I would assume a divorce is what you're on your way to. It's the type of thing that they talk about on the internet with these social media moms who drag their kids for doing, you know, on, like, okay, we're gonna go buy tampons, let's go buy pads, so and so just got her period, isn't that all, yay? Or, oh my god, so and so's got a pimple. Or, okay kids, what do you want to eat for dinner? Or, so and so's on punishment, I just took their iPad away. um Or you know what I'm saying? Okay, kids just got up, go get your shower. I mean, these children who have had to grow up on YouTube, some of them really do feel away and feel like it was never my decision. We always had cameras in our faces. You've heard some of these kids now. Some of these kids don't like, even on with a family, a nice family like Sarah and Solo on A Tribe of Many. You even see some of those kids don't want to be on camera. Sarah is very aware that she has a couple of kids that are camera shy. Sometimes they want to be filmed, sometimes they don't want to be filmed. Some of them don't want to be on the channel. Like, they're making their own choices. If you watch some of these family channels, you'll see some of the kids just don't want to be filmed. They just don't want to. They don't want their stories told. They don't want to be up in everything. I mean, maybe there's just sometimes like, hey, we're out as a family. I'm not going to be focusing on you, but you don't have to act awkward either. At the end of the day, I'm going to edit you out as much as possible. But for a lot of these kids, it's an interruption and a disruption to the family dynamic. And it's a lot. It really is a lot. Really? Okay. I didn't see it. You just did that now, or you did that yesterday? I commented husband's name and case number. Okay, so you did find something on her. Okay. Can you drop it? You don't have to drop it in the chat. Just drop. Can you send it to me on Instagram? Up above, look up. Oh God. Okay. I'll find it later. I will find it later. I'm sure I won't find it because I never find those things. I didn't see it the first time, so I'm probably not going to see it now. But I'll find it later. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Next topic, okay? Last night I was watching YouTube and go figure, right? And I saw the ugliest wig on YouTube that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I don't know what this is about. I don't know who signed off on this wig. I don't know what wig factory it came from. I don't know who said it was a good idea. I'm going to have to give her a whole "you're fired" the whole entire. Well, we're not watching the whole entire video, but I do want to specifically. So she StrongMommyChrissy sat there and told the story again of Blaze. Blaze is the one who got hurt at school, okay? And I tried finding. Okay, so let me just go back to this for a second. So you tried finding something on her and came up with nothing, but you did find the husband and his case number. Okay. Okay, I'll find it in the. I'll have to go back in the. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, we're at the 30-minute mark. Okay. I'm not gonna highlight it, but I guess if you're in the chat, you'll see it. Or as I cannot seem to be able to write and not say it out loud. Okay. Girl, that wig is awful. Hold on a second. We're gonna have to just suck this one up. Hold on a second. Girl, this wig is ghastly. It's ghastly. Shauna, thank you. I'll find it. I see it right here. I see you dropped it in the chat now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. I'll see what I can find. So you dropped the case number too. Okay, well maybe we'll see what's going on here. So if in fact that's the case, good for her that she went and handled that business, because we didn't need to hear about it. A 4-year-old, come on now. I was watching let me take her off the screen. So watch CHRISSY work. She is a lady, her and her husband, watch CHRISSY work, and her husband, Kushni. This man has a lot going on in Orange County, and one of the things is like a creepy charge with a child. And I did even see like a domestic on there with Juliana or Julian, which is CHRISSY's real name. Girl, it's a lot going on these YouTube streets behind the scenes. It really, 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 really is. I know you guys know this. So none of this stuff surprises me. I'm just in shock. So that channel, she has over 100,000, maybe 140,000. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful lady. She's got a bunch of girls. She has kind of a creepy husband. She had a child before she got with him. She's had children with him, maybe 3, possibly 4 girls. Maybe she has 5 altogether. The oldest was not his child. Anyway, a mess. A mess. Anyway, okay. I'll have to look up a couple of these, and we might just have to do some conversation once I get my results. I just wasn't sure about Kushni, and Kushni is the husband of Watch CHRISSY work, and now I think I know what I needed to know to be able to confirm. But I did request the report because it's not under seal, but it's under request, and so you can go to Orange County Clerk of Courts and pretty much look up whatever you want. But certain things you have to log in to your password, and to completely have privileges to search certain files, not from a legal or law enforcement, but just it's like an additional, like you've been vetted, kind of like a research type login. You have to sign a attestation, basically, of the rules of the website, which you can use things for, which you can't use them for. Send your ID, and not send your ID, but send a copy, and also have it notarized. Okay, so someone is seeing your ID, they're validating that this document that you're signing is actual and factual. So I'm sending that out today. So some of the things I can't see until I get my clearance. So I actually had to apply for clearance to see some of, that particular file of the creepy charges of Watch CHRISSY Works' husband, which is, so we'll see. So some of these things to get back, it's just like a process. It's a little bit of a longer process to get the clearance to sign in to see those records. Anyway, all right, let's pivot. We're over here at StrongMommyChrissy, a whole nother Chrissy. So Watch CHRISSY work and her husband Kushni are in Florida. They're in Florida. The lady we were talking about earlier, I don't have the state. Someone else in the chat has some information about the girl who's going viral right now, Isis, formerly known as the new Ttophy wife. I'm not sure what state they're in. I can't tell you. It may be in the chat, but I don't have it. I don't have it at this moment. And I can't, I don't see it. Okay. All right. I'm going to pivot off of this. We're going to get over to StrongMommyChrissy real quick. This wig is offensive to me. She said that it's an ash brown. It looks like crunchy gray.
So I really didn't.
So this video
to even suggest that.
She sat here for about 35 minutes and talked about what happened with her son. And he did pop up because I'm going to tell you, I don't know what season this is, but you guys know me. I used to be like, well, that's her story. Da, 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 da. Let's go with the story. And I still don't have a problem with doing that. But let me tell you something. Ma'am's son did come out the blue and did come have a seat with mommy. I can't seem to see it right now. He's in here somewhere. Blaze came out, not Blaze, excuse me. Onyx came and we did see where he got popped near his eye, and we're not really sure what happened. She said that they said that he may have fallen and hit his face somewhere on a step or something like that. And she's damn threatening lawsuits. And let me see, is this when he comes up? She's like damn threatening lawsuits and all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, the minute that you mention a lawsuit and they see you coming in with that crazy headband and that god awful wig, they're not going to talk to you. They're going to tell you to call, check in with legal counsel down at the Board of Education, or that they're going to send the report down to the Board of Education. They'll have someone contact you. They're not going to get into it with you at the school. The case will not be managed after you've reported something like this and you are upset to the point where you're going to get an attorney. They're not going to talk to you about it at the school. They're not going to go back and forth with you about it. They're going to do what they were supposed to do, get your child to the nurse's office, manage what they could manage, call you, get you over there as quickly as possible, and let you be mom on duty. And then that's it. That's it. That's all. And, you know, there's kids who've broken arms, broken ankles, get hurt in gym class, fall down steps, all kinds of things. Things happen at schools every single day. And I don't know. Yeah, get a lawyer, baller. Absolutely. Get a lawyer. And what they're gonna, maybe they'll cut you a check for $10,000, but you're gonna be known. That's gonna be on the kid's file. Sometimes we gotta remember that some of the things that we do. So let me tell you, there have been a couple of times that I've wanted to be absolutely off the chain and flip my fucking lid. But I have to remember I'm doing something for my kid at this moment, or I'm representing my husband at this moment. And this was not, me acting up and acting out because I'm mad is not the best thing for the team. It's not the best thing for the family. Getting on live stream and talking about the teacher or the nurse and saying, fuck that bitch, or I'll deal with that bitch later, or what the fuck are they doing? These people are palm colored. I was like, palm colored? What's that mean? And I turned my hand over and I was like, oh, okay, they're white people. Like, I would be so embarrassed. Like, she's such an embarrassment as a mother. It's like, why don't you shut up? And can I just talk to you guys about this too? Have you guys noticed how much drama this woman is having all of a sudden that she's married? You got married 5 seconds ago, and all of a sudden you got some damn drama tales going on every single time you turn this camera on. I can only imagine that a man would be concerned that he just took a wife with 9 kids and the house is a fucking chaos zone every day. Whether he's there or not, all he has to do is turn on his phone and see his wife over here talking all the business of the household. What is going on here? Girl, it's disgusting. I mean, I'm telling you guys, when I used to vlog and stuff like that, it was very mild. And I would say 80-90% of my channel was focused on me. But it got to be a certain point, especially when I realized how much I love doing commentary more and talking to you guys and talking the tea or talking a topic or talking about the news or whatever the case might be. When I realized that's what I preferred, I had to make a conscious decision that certain things I just wasn't going to do anymore. Whether maybe it's just like a little short or something here and there to keep you guys up on we're good and look, Farrah's growing up, she's a young lady type thing. But as far as trying to like, y'all, look what I just did in the corner of my living room. No, not to mention I'm just not that into it like that anymore. These people who feel like they got to be in their damn booty shorts making eggs is ridiculous. Yes, I said 9. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They make everything storytelling time, but won't want privacy every turn. Girl, let me tell you something. These teachers and the kids, they know everything that's going on. And you don't think that these kids, you got 5 kids. She said, I have 5 kids at this school. She has 9 kids, right? So I'm imagining the twins are probably in middle school now. And the 2 oldest are probably either so we know one's in high school. I don't know if Kingston is in high school or not. The twins might be in middle school now that they could be 5th or 6th grade. And then you got all the littles. Okay. You got 5 littles at the elementary school. And you're sitting up here referring to, not necessarily calling someone a bitch, but you're referring to them with that bitch tone, okay? And that bitch name. Like this bitch, she didn't call her a bitch, but she referred to her in the bitch way, right? Just not cool. Not cool. Because let me tell you something, you don't know who's watching. I've gotten very comfortable with people finding out that people are watching my channel. I had no, you know what I mean? Like sometimes there are people who listen to my channels. I don't know which one, and I don't even ask anymore. It was funny. I met one of you guys out in the world. Farrah was playing sports last spring. And see how I don't tell the sport, right? Are we catching that? Because that's her privacy, right? I was at a sporting event and someone walked up to me and said, "Hey, Fran." And I was just like, "Oh, hey." I was like, hi, how do I know you? Because I did not know, but I am a sports mom now. And also, it turns out that there's a degree of separation between us and someone that we know quite well. Okay. And she said, "Bougie Gang." And I was like, "Oh my God, nice to meet you." And she told me who she was from the chat. And I was like, "Okay." And we had a nice little chitty chat. Her daughter was in the same sport. It was a very nice meeting. It was totally unexpected. I think I told you guys about this when it happened at the school. And it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for me. Thank you, God, that I'm not out here embarrassing myself and or doing things that, someone could have just posted me on the internet. Like if I was out here acting crazy and stupid, right? I was with my sister-in-law. Um, and we were just mom's night out watching the sporting event, enjoying what the kids were doing, right? And I'm glad that I gave that type of energy for someone to come up to me and say hello and for us to have a moment to talk and get to know each other. At the end of the day, my point is you never know who's watching at this moment, like your channel, and you never know when you're out in the world who is seeing you and how you should be representing yourself. If you care about that. If you don't care about that, then I guess this is not relevant. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I do, especially if I'm at things that affect the other people in my home. Okay? Okay. Girl, what she doesn't understand is the type of lawyering that she wants to engage in at this moment. This lady right here, that costs money. It's not on some contingency. unless you just have a broke as a joke lawyer, or you have a lawyer that's like, you know what? This might be a slam dunk. I might just take this one on a contingency because I know that this is going, lawyers have that bandwidth to say, especially when you're running your own business, they're able to make those decisions on how they're going to take that billable time. But if you're not giving up the coin, they might negotiate a higher rate with you. They might take more of the settlement because you're not giving that coin up front. Girl, I don't think she even has a husband. If she has a husband, she got a bum over there. She got a bum just about like that girl Isis did. Okay, let's hear what she has to say. This wig is horrible. And let me tell you a couple of reasons why. Number one, Chrissy appears to have, and this is going to enter into, yes, I'm talking about her appearance. Chrissy's neck is not a neck that supports that type of a blunt cut. That's a very blunt cut bob, and it's cut blunt on the shoulders, and Sis's neck is nowheresville. It's just not sitting right. And also, it's just ugly. Thank you. It's just horrible. It's horrible. It's just ugly. The color's ugly. The cut is not for you, and the hair is crunchy. It's just not a good fit. I've seen Chrissy in some decent wigs. Chrissy used to give us wig some years ago. She used to give us some wig realness. Not she wasn't slaying it out the park, but she would give us a little bit of wig like, okay, girl. There was one time Chrissy had a blue wig that I found that I was fascinated with the blue wig, and I thought it actually looked really cute on her. This wig is not doing a thing. Okay. Bailey, thank you for saying what I would be. I can't say what you guys say in the comments because you guys will be like, no, you guys, Bougie Gang supports, but someone might be like, and the nerve. Okay. Is the headband part of it? You would think because they wear it like they are on a forever melt of the front wig. It's like, when is anyone ever coming to the ready? When is anyone ready? You know what I'm saying? Why is it always on the get ready? Doesn't anyone think that when you hit the go live, it's time to be ready? Why are they always in get ready mode? Okay. All right. This wig is not sitting. It's not sitting where it needs to be sitting. For her, that wig probably needed to be about an inch shorter. Girls, stay ready. Right. Miss HLS, I was not necessarily in the bushes, but I was silent. What's the new thing I've been hearing? I was silent watching last night in a place where there was a big misunderstanding. You don't have to say too much because we know where we were. But baby, I was so uncomfortable. Okay. Last night I was watching some YouTube, y'all. Y'all would be proud of me. I was not working. I was doing minimal research. I was just enjoying the scene. I was enjoying some commentary. Girl, and there was a damn near argument last night. It was teeter-tottering on an argument. Baby. That thing was, I was like, you know what? If the old me would have been like, hey, sis, call me tomorrow and I'm going to help you on how to mitigate this type of situation. But me now, not even the new me, but me on today, the me of today, minds her own business. It's the journey to becoming a YouTuber where people know don't fuck with me. Okay. That's a journey that you can't really, it's to be experienced. So I'll just tell you guys briefly. I was at a place watching some commentary. Miss HLS, please don't tell it. I was at a place last night watching some commentary, and there was a misunderstanding between the host and a guest, and it flared up real bad. Okay. And it flared up to where I know the hostess was quite annoyed. Um, And I think oftentimes we want to be nice. And it's not to say be mean or ugly to your guest, because at the end of the day, we're always taught that's our guest, right? But it just, girl, it was bad. It was very cringe. It was unfortunate. I felt bad for the hostess actually, because I felt like she did a really good job being nice. Me personally, I wouldn't have been nice. I wouldn't have been mean, but I wouldn't have been that nice. Okay. And I would have had to let that go. You know what I'm saying? I would have had to let that go. So anyway, interesting, right? As soon as I saw Miss HLS, I'm like, girl, last night. Anyway, girl, I was trying to find out. Um, girl, I was trying to get the tea. Let me girl, I was trying to listen out for some tea because I was actually ended up somewhere else. And I thought I was going to hear some tea. I just know, I'm going to just say this. As far as like the YSL situation that's going on out there, it's not going to be long. The YSL community at large, nobody is nobody can hold their water. Secrets cannot be held. Whatever, like, stuff is, I give it another couple of days, weeks, there's going to be more tea spilled. There's going to be, I saw Maurice out on the YouTube streets. Maurice, the guy from the lawn crime, the guy from who manages the lawn crime camera in the YSL courtroom, is over there doing interviews. I was like, girl, it's getting ready, secrets are getting ready to be told. Okay, just pay attention out here. There's going to be some more secrets coming out. Why is I guess he's considered a reporter too. I don't know. I've always heard of him as just as being the camera guy from Law and Crime. And he said that when Kathy Ronson is out here tweeting, 9 times out of 10, she got it from him. I was like, okay. Let me go back and read those YSL tweets again from Kathy, because I didn't know where Kathy was getting her information from, but he wanted the people to know on the YouTube streets that comes from him. Girl, everybody, girl, it's so much going on. Okay, let's get back on topic. Chrissy and this nasty wig, and I mean nasty. Okay, all right, let's get over here. My bad, y'all. This is all over the place today. Child, I was peeking under the covers. Okay, you were? Okay. You were there too? I give the hostess a lot of credit last night. She did her best to maintain her composure. But it was one of those, this is what I really felt like, why are you fucking with me? Let me tell you guys, some of you guys, I have a friend who used to come around here a lot. I have a couple one who pops in every now and again. She's my good. I had a really, really, really good friend, which I don't want to say too much, but a really, really, really good friend who used to pop in and felt a way about something I said at a certain point. And even talked to me one time about the type of content that I should actually do, taking into account, girl, she had a YouTube channel years and years and years ago on a topic that nobody's talking about anymore. At least I'm not sure. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. But I didn't tell you what to talk about when you were on here. What makes you think you can tell, like, you know what I'm saying? Not that we didn't fall out, nothing like that. But I just had to pretty much say, if you don't like it, boo boo, you don't have to, I didn't say boo boo. I didn't say it like that, but I just said basically you don't have to tune in. Okay. You don't have to tune in. Like, I don't work for you. I don't. She wanted to tell me what I needed to be doing. Meanwhile, you don't even do this, okay? And I also don't like doing stuff I don't like doing. So I do the content I like to do, right? That's the most important thing. That's if I could give you guys one piece of advice today, if you ever decide to do a YouTube channel, don't just go whichever the way the wind is blowing unless that the wind is blowing in a direction of something that you like very much to do, because for the first, starting a YouTube channel, you're not going to make any money right away. Even if you get lucky and get monetized right away, it's still going to be a little minute for a check. Let's say 60, 90 days, a night, even let's say 90 days to even get a check that you can do something with, right? Um, to make some money, it definitely takes a little bit of a minute, and all of some many minutes, okay? And you can't really be out here not loving what you're doing because it's going to make it really hard. You have to really enjoy. Like I enjoy doing this every morning. I love talking to you guys. It's not work. It's not hard. You know what I mean? Even though it is a skill, it's not easy. But anyway, but yeah. Um so the when my friend she got a little nasty with me in the comments on a live stream. Okay. I didn't tell you guys that part. She not only told me like what kind of content I should be doing. This was offline. This was not during a live, but she mentioned something. She said something to me in a live. And my thing is, at the time, I was kind of new to commentary. I had been vlogging, but I was new to my commentary channel, and I was highlighting her comments. You know what I'm saying? I was like highlighting. So, and people in the chat knew that was my friend. And clearly we were having a disagreement, even as you could tell I was like, what do you mean? Like, it was happening very fast, and it made me think of that last night. That I don't know if that hostess and that lady were friends at all, but at the end of the day, there's just a way to handle that type of a situation, because it's going to happen that you're going to have someone in the audience that may have a differing opinion, and may, in your mind, it may even be confrontational. Um, or not, you know what I mean? You may take it a certain way, you may read a comment wrong, that kind of stuff. It was just very uncomfortable. And I was like, that's one of my points when I tell you guys, when you're ready to go live, when you're ready to do your social media, even if it's on some, I'm just going to come and say hi to my audience, have two or three things to talk about. You want to talk about your new jeans. You want to talk about what you ate last night. You want to talk about date night that happened, or date night that you're preparing for. Have something in mind to talk about. Like, for instance, even though I wasn't crazy about what she talked about, she had three things to talk about. She talked about that crunchy ass wig for a minute. She talked about her son, which was two times too many. She talked about Olivia. And then she talked about, or I'm out of order right now. She also talked about people reacting to her and maybe getting lawyers and stuff like that. She had something to talk about. We see my jazzy life, on the other hand. My jazzy life comes all the time, and she has nothing to talk about. Nothing. She didn't talk about nothing. My jazzy life doesn't have a plan. She don't have a purpose, and she definitely don't have a point. If you have gone through your list, if you had two or three things to talk about, if you had 10 things to talk about, you say goodbye and you get off the line. If you linger, I promise you, it always goes left. That's just been my experience. I do not linger. I don't linger, because when you linger and you run out of things to talk about, baby, you're going to wish you had signed off 10 minutes before. It's just, It happened to me one too many times for me to know that when I'm out of topic, I'm out of time. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anywho, I saw that last night. Do we know who the friend is? Who, my friend? You talking about what I'm talking about? No, because it happened so long ago. I'm sure not. I'm sure not. Um, Chrissy is a money gap trying to sue this girl. Okay, let's get back on topic. We're all off topic today. Okay, we're all over the place. And I'm telling you guys, I'm talking about me, which, okay. All right, let's.
T-shirt. It's not cold, you know.
So she's,
Usually he'll go get his tablet.
girl,
Out.
nobody wants to hear these fantasy stories. Now, Blaze did get hurt. So we did validate the Blaze. Is it Blaze? I'm sorry. I keep saying Blaze, but it's Onyx. Onyx did have what looked like about a little black eye. So I feel sorry for the little guy. He got hurt at school. Um, he did have a band-aid. I guess he got some stitches, all of the things. But sis, girl, we're good.
Platform, have the displeasure of it,
Okay.
and chat a little bit about YouTube in general.
Okay, let's listen to this. Okay, we're gonna hear some more YouTube. You heard my take on some YouTube. Listen to another situation that happens on YouTube. You guys are familiar with all of this. Okay, let's go.
I don't know. The school just kind of got me. I don't know.
Then we're gonna see if we have time for prayer over at Keisha's. Keisha, girl, the prophetess, Minister Anderson, baby. We're gonna go over there for a few minutes because sis had a word. Okay. Did you go to church over there at Camel Toe Ministries? Camel Toe Ministries put up a video yesterday. And if we have some time, we're gonna go over there and just get the first little bit of Keisha preaching and teaching. Okay.
So, like I said, I'll be dealing with that this week. And when I figure out, or when I get more updates,
girl,
as I
get a
can
car
share
that
them,
can
I
fit
will,
your whole
because
family.
this
Let me
shit
tell you
is
something. If
ridiculous.
Chrissy has a husband, this is what Chrissy, this is what you need as a wedding gift from your husband, a Sprinter. If you had a guy to drop you off a Sprinter, baby, that might be a husband for you. Okay. Let him drop you off a stack of cash and an actual van. You know, this man is about something. If he is just laid up over there, no, there's no man that should be coming into a house with a damn that appears to be a damn boarding school without bringing a van. Girl, you said she needs an 18-wheeler. Will you stop it? Sis, I already said she went from looking like the daycare center to people trying to figure out, is that a boarding school or a group home? Okay, yes,
So,
I said
anyway,
it. I said it.
that's that. I also wanted to get on here
I think a group home just opened up next door.
and chat a little bit about YouTube in general. Hence the title for this live stream. I am not quitting YouTube, but I do feel as though there have been lots of times during the course of my several years on here that I have felt the need to quit YouTube, or not even felt the need, or felt whatever, because of the severe
Girl, get your lies straight.
harassment and bullying and doxing and just other things that I have had going on, or that I've experienced, which I feel like, you know, maybe some other content creators on this platform have the displeasure of experiencing themselves as well. And I decided that I am no longer.
That wig is so fucking crunchy. It looks like a mop. If there have been some real good wigs out here on the market, but that damn wig, are you kidding me? And it's so thick. That, I'm not the type of person that says, you know what, that really is a wig for a Caucasian person, or that really is a wig for this type of person. I'm gonna just say it like this, Chrissy, that wig is not for you. That it's not made for you. It don't look like it's for you. That wig looks like it belongs to like a 62-year-old white lady who is in between her blonde hair going gray And that is just not for you. It's not even, it doesn't go with you at all. It's awful.
Going to take anybody's bullshit anymore. I'm all for the old days of like, hey, I'm gonna talk my shit, I'm gonna pop my shit because I have an opinion, whatever.
It's
I understand
crunchy.
not everybody's gonna like me, my channel, my family, whatever. And that might make people so passionate that they want to, talk shit. And I feel like, I can deal with that because I'm not going to intake that type of content. I'm not going to watch people talk shit about me. You do what you want to do. That's fine. Where I feel like the line is crossed, not even I feel like, where the line is absolutely crossed is when people try to determine, ruin, whatever people's actual everyday lives. Because I'm a real person. I am on this platform and I do produce content that I hope is entertaining in one way or another for you guys, right? However, whatever, I hope that it's entertaining for you guys and that you guys want to consume my content, and as a reward I get monetization, I get
I
paid for
get
that.
mm-mm.
But outside of that, when the camera goes off, when I'm away from editing and all that other stuff and I'm not online, I'm a real person, I'm a real human being. And I feel like sometimes being a content creator, people love to dehumanize.
I cannot stand, I sometimes it just really is like nails on the chalkboard hearing, and yeah, I'm a content creator, content creator, content creator.
You. I'm still an average everyday woman, mother, and I deserve privacy or grace or whatever you guys want to call it too. And I feel like we have gone into an era where people think that it's okay to dox people, harass them, and do things that affect people's real lives out of anger, spite, out of just their own sick entertainment purposes or whatever. And I think for years I have felt helpless to people doing things like that to my family or to me. And I decided that I'm not doing that anymore, and that people are not going to be able to dox me and get away with it. People are not going to be able to show pictures of the inside of my home and get away with it, because I do have rights. And just because you're a content creator, that's another thing people will lead you to believe, is that, oh, you're a content creator, you put your life out there, so you deserve this, you signed up for this. No, if you want to talk shit, yeah, I signed up for that. But never a day in my life have I signed up for people to dox me. Never a day in my life have I signed up for people to, you know, call my landlord or do weird, crazy things to me. I would never sign up for that, and I never would do anything to anybody to deserve that type of treatment. Whether you think I'm a horrible person, whether you think I'm a scammer, whether you think whether you think I'm a whore for having 9 kids, whether you think I'm just this.
Why did she say whether you think I'm a whore? Now you're playing with the people now. Why are you playing with the people talking about if people think you're a whore?
Whether you think I'm a whore for having 9 kids, whether you think whether you think I'm a whore for having 9 kids, whether you think
Yo,
I'm
why did
just
she
this,
say it like that?
whether you think I'm a whore for having I'm a scammer, whether you think I'm a whore for having 9 kids, whether you think I'm a whore for having 9 kids, whether you think I'm just this whatever, this bitch or whatever, this person that just
Oh,
deserves
Jesus, help
bad things
us.
to happen to
Help us
me
on this
or
internet.
whatever.
The internet is going
I've
crazy,
done nothing or
y'all.
signed. I did not sign on a dotted line to agree to those things,
Mm,
and that is
you did
unfair.
not?
So I want the whole anybody who's on here or anybody who comes across this video or any content creator who goes through the same things that I go through to understand that this is not going to happen anymore. People are not going to fuck with my family and get away with it anymore. You want to talk your
Okay.
shit, pop your shit, fine. But at what there has to be a line that's drawn. And so I think this is just a notification that anybody who
Oh, I was gonna say that was I messed
okay,
that up. That was my bad.
anybody who does that, um, my attorney will be in contact.
My learning. Okay, you had it right the first time. You're learning. You're learning. Gonna help you with that. Okay, for
I'm not.
learning.
We're not doing this anymore. That's it.
Mm.
And you can ask some of the people that recently doxed me how that goes. I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna make sure that at the very least, you will not be on this platform violating my rights, because I do have rights. And any other platform that I find out about, you keep that shit to yourself. You do whatever you talk to your friends about it. You get together in a group chat and you talk your shit and you pop your shit. But you will not be on YouTube doxing me. You will not be telling the world where my kids lay their head every night. You will not be doing some of the disparaging things that people do to me, and get away with it anymore. And I'm going to take my time and make sure that I just submit everything I get to my attorneys from now on. I'm not dealing with it. Okay? I mean, I'm going to deal with it, but I'm not going to take it. Let me just put it like that. And I'm going to take my time
Oh,
and make
okay.
sure that it's done thoroughly. And it might take some time, because these things take time. It takes time.
And I mean, but that's not a money endeavor. I'm just trying to figure out like what I mean, I don't know, not my problem.
Sometimes it doesn't happen right.
But the money endeavor is going to be for the lawyer. You're going to have to shell out a lot of money to continue to play this game.
Right away. Sometimes you think you got away with some shit and it takes a little bit. But I promise you, you're not getting away with it like you think you are. And I think that it's time for us as content creators, the ones who get damn near, assaulted virtually, need to start taking the time that it takes, filing the paperwork and following up, and getting this shit taken down. Because, like I said, I had my address online for several months, and it's not okay, because my kids live here. If you don't care about me, fine. But I do have 9 children.
This is my thing. And look, I don't this is my thing. You can't expect people to do the right thing. You have to do the right thing. If you know that you're in a situation where something always seems to happen and that makes you uncomfortable, then maybe you need to, I guess, do something else. And I'm not saying not YouTube. I'm saying, like she said, she's gotten a lawyer. Good for her. At the end of the day, you can't expect for people to accommodate you. Period. You can't expect for people to accommodate you. And if you don't like how something is going, like she said, she's going to take it into her own hands. Good for her. You can't control other people. If you want to go the legal route, you're going to have to spend your coins because ain't nobody doing nothing for free. And you might be looking to sue people who don't have a coin. Maybe they do have a coin. They may not have a coin for you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just listening. I should have put that. I'm
And
just
they lay their
listening.
heads here, and that's a safety concern. And so, there are just some
And just like when the police show up and say, "Are you sure like you want to do this?" Like when people say, um, "Why are you doing this type of work?" Hey, boo boo. Good morning to everybody, guys. You guys, a whole bunch of y'all came in like the last half hour. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to everyone. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Take a minute to hit the thumbs up for me. I so appreciate it. This crunchy wig is such a distraction. There is a 60-plus-year-old baddie out here who is going from blonde to gray, who was trying to go pick up her wig over at the good, nasty wig shop. And they said a little short black lady came in and got it. And she was like, "What? My special wig? I thought I was the only one that buys these wigs in Colorado." Girl, Chrissy went in there and snatched that lady's wig, okay? You got that wig, and the white lady in her 60s, she probably got a bad little suit to wear. She got her little ski outfit to put on, and you're sitting up here with that lady's good wig on. That wig is not for you, Chrissy, at all. At all. At all.
Things that you just don't
That's
do.
not even
Talk to
something that someone would get their hair colored. Okay, blonde girl. We've seen the iterations of blonde like on Nene Leakes. Chrissy was trying to do something with some ugly, nasty wig yet last week. Okay. Someone said, don't be mad because Chrissy's wearing a Farrah Fawcett wig. I said, I rebuke that. I rebuke that. Period. I rebuke it. That there's nothing Farrah anything about that wig. Okay. It was awful. And then here she comes with this shit. Okay.
your shit, pop your shit, say whatever you want to say about me because I can take that. It's fucking with my real life that I can't take, that I won't take.
Okay.
So I wanted to say that because I feel like today, I got
Hey,
notified of some
D-Dub.
stuff
Good
that I feel like
morning.
is
Good
a
morning,
small win.
babies.
It's a
Good morning,
small
boo-boos
win
and
in a larger
babies.
fight, but I'm just tired of people thinking that they can just rape me online. And they
Okay. The hyperbole is just, it's gone amiss. Okay. It's a mess and a miss. Okay. She says that she is being sexually assaulted. She has taken her escapades of the internet as a sexual assault. She has likened it to a violent sexual assault. Okay.
can't just forcefully try to do things that they can't.
Okay. And then also, guys, on top of everything, allegedly there's a man upstairs. Allegedly there's a man upstairs. And she's on live stream telling that she has been AR'd by reactors or by the internet trolls, have AR'd her. Has she not taken it up a notch since this phony baloney marriage that she says she's in? I really feel like sis has taken up the rhetoric multiple notches, and she is giving sis. Are you okay?
Can't do.
Girl, she
So
says there's
anyway,
a man upstairs, allegedly.
you guys, that was that. And then also,
Okay. I talked about my ugly wig. Onyx, I'm suing the school system. I called the teacher a bitch. Um, I just addressed the internet and trolls, reactors, people doxing me. Okay, next topic.
whatever
Girl, hold on. My
whatever was
cursor just went kablooey on that ring. Hold on a second. Nobody bought her anything like that. I'm sorry.
so anyway, you guys,
Girl, she wants us.
that
Hold
was
on.
that. And then also
Someone's mother or auntie just passed away and they just gave you their old set of rings. It's either giving 150% fake, or it's giving mom just died and I don't know better what to do with her jewelry. So I gave it to her. Nobody bought you, even if it's a cluster, nobody bought you a cluster 1.5 to 3 carat solid natural cut stone, bitch. No. You look like you got 3 rings. You have your engagement ring first, which is a married woman no. Any of my married ladies, are you sporting your engagement ring first, or are we sporting our wedding band? Okay. Hello, that's a married no. That's a married no. You don't wear the engagement ring first. You wear the wedding ring first. Once you get married, you put your wedding ring, and then you put your engagement ring. If it's a huggy, that's irrelevant then, right? Wedding band first, right? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. When we picked up our rings, the girl at the jewelry store said, "Don't forget, on your wedding day, put your engagement ring on your right finger, or just take your ring off at the altar, put your band on." She said, "You don't want to have it out of sequence." And I was like, "What?" She said, "Put your engagement ring on your right hand so your husband can just put your ring right on your finger, and then, transfer your engagement ring on top of it. But have your wedding ring goes closest to your heart. Okay? Your left hand ring finger is closest to your heart. Okay? So right here, it's looking like, ma'am, come on now. Stop playing with us. Okay, stop playing with us, Chrissy.
Whatever was said,
As someone who's been married
I don't
twice,
know
you
what's
should
going
know
on with this
better.
whole Olivia thing. I don't mind saying her name because it's not a
Look, so she's wearing a stack. Hold on. It's like she's wearing a stack. 1, 2, 3 not matching. Ooh. Girl is giving praise the Lord.
big deal to me, but please go find something else better to do. We're still talking about this days later. I've got like I've got kids I got to take care of. I've got bigger fish to fry, and she's still making comments about something that I already addressed. I already addressed the stuff last week. Let it go. You say shit all the time. You throw jabs all the time, and it's time to just grow the fuck up at this point. It's not, and then throwing the jabs and then saying, "I never said that. I wasn't talking about you." Girl, you just don't have the balls to say it out loud, I guess, or say it with my name. I don't know what your problem is, but like for real, there's real that people are dying, Olivia. There's things happening. Like there's real life shit happening, and you're worried about me saying marriage. Meanwhile, when's the last time you saw your kids?
Okay, I was laying in bed when I was watching this, and when she said that, I almost fell out the bed, y'all.
Marriage. Meanwhile, when's the last time you saw your kids?
I was like, oops.
I need you to focus on
Oops.
you. I think focusing on me right now, and I don't even give a
That
fuck
was
about
giving
marriage right
like
now.
that was not a cute diss. I don't know if Olivia came back for that one and looked right at the camera. She was kind of
It's
laughing.
happening. Like there's real life shit happening, and you're worried about me saying marriage. Meanwhile, when's the last time you saw your kids?
Oops.
I need you to focus on you. I think focusing on me right now, and I don't even give a fuck about a marriage right now. I'm focusing on the fact that my son.
You don't give a. This is why. Okay, another reason why Chrissy is not married. Okay, you got the husband upstairs, and what did you just say?
Saw your kids. I need you to focus on you.
You doing too much to be just newly married, girl. You should be worried about finding a cute gown to put on. And like I said, this is you should be busy. You should be very busy making delicious meals and giving up much filet and keeping the house nice and quiet and getting it very Christmas ready and having the kids be happy and all of the things to enjoy this transitional season when mom has brought home yet another man. Mom's brought home a new daddy, everybody. It's stepdaddy season. Okay. Girl, you should have that house Christmas down. Okay. And you should be making a nice pot of soup or some chili. The kids should be like happy go lucky, buying presents. And you're sitting on here bickering with Olivia, the likes of Olivia Johnson. Okay, come on now. Chrissy, what's going on here? Are we trying to run up a check? Are we running up a check?
Focusing on me right now, and I don't even give a fuck about a marriage right now.
That's the second reason why she's not married. Okay. Who in the world just got married and is going to say,
You to focus on you. I think focusing on me right now, and I don't even give a fuck about a marriage right now. I'm focusing on the fact that focusing on me right now, and I don't even give a fuck about a marriage right now.
Chrissy, stop lying. You just got married. You just got married and you're working on yourself. You're not working on stepdaddy season. You're not working on the holidays. You're not working on introducing your children to their stepfather, your new alleged husband, but you don't give a fuck about a marriage. See, that's what's wrong with these hoes out here. These whores, okay, as she said it. All you want is a title. You just want that paperwork, but you don't want to do the actual ministry of the marriage. Okay. It's giving sis you lied. Okay. Sis, it's all a lie. If that man is upstairs and heard you and you don't give a fuck about a marriage, what? Why do these people get on here and lie so bad about being married? She gonna be tired of that. She gonna be tired of lying soon. Lies have to be sustainable. This sitting up here telling all kinds of marriage lies. It's so sad. I feel bad for the people who are not content with who they are and they didn't have to pretend. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, come on. I was enjoying my single life. Okay. I enjoyed. Next thing I knew, it was like literally the next day my life had changed. All of a sudden, my husband was like, well, my boyfriend at the time, he was just like, we're going to do this damn thing. And next thing I knew, I went from living alone in Charlotte to being a couple. Okay. Yes, he moved in with me and it worked out. It was wonderful and all of the things. But I was enjoying my single life, girl. I was enjoying it. Okay? So, at the end of the day, these people are weird. I'm surprised you're not following the trial of the man who too. I am. I am. I just haven't talked about it yet. Um I don't. Okay, so as far as like doing a trial watch, only reason why I haven't done it is because trial watch literally takes all day. And I don't really like everyone is like the numbers. I don't know. I don't know if people are gonna come and watch it. And I just don't have the energy to be live all day for you know what I'm saying? Like we could talk about like at the end of the day. I don't see doing that whole entire trial, but it is interesting. I was watching the recap from Friday with all the video, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't watch yesterday. I was caught up yesterday. What was I doing yesterday? I forget. But I'll get caught up. But yeah, no. We can talk about it today. We'll do some talking about it. It's definitely very interesting. But also if I'm doing trial watch, I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Lake and Rock, that's an interesting. If any of you guys are looking for an interesting trial to watch, this was actually really good. The first day of testimony on Friday was quite interesting. Like just all of the receipts that they collected from all the ring cameras and everything was kind of like, what? Okay. Anyway, all right, let's keep going with her and then we're going to go over to Prophetess.
I'm focusing
Girl.
on the fact that my son is hurt. I'm focusing on the fact that, other things. I've got a million other things to worry about. Don't flatter yourself and think that I watch your content. There's nothing to watch. You have nothing to talk about. I can only watch, everybody, shit, I think we all tired of hearing you talk about the same old shit. You've been talking about the same shit for 3 years, and then you
Mm,
sprinkle in a little jab here and there to get a little, excitement and fun from, maybe me cussing you out online because I think that tickles your fancy or something. I don't know. But I really don't have a lot of time to go back and forth. But I didn't want to speak on that because I felt like you time shit on purpose the same way. And if you get called out about it, you get called out about it. Since you're such a real ass bitch, stand on it. Instead of being like, "Oh, I'm so above all of this." No, you can't possibly be, because why would you even say that? There's a lot of things that have been said, most of which I pay you dust on because you're pathetic. But
mm.
sometimes I might be like, bitch, go find something to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Go tend to your kids. Go do handle your business
Mm.
instead of online
Okay.
crying every day about how above all of this you are. You're not above anything. Okay? Now, that's that. As far as my channels go, I'm going to try to my best to upload some content onto my cooking channel. Cooking with Strong Mommy Chrissy, shameless plug. Subscribe.
Yeah, I cannot. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go. We get ready to go to church for a second, you guys. Hold on a second. Keesha has a word for you guys. Now, you guys tell me why Keesha is telling everyone where she goes to church. Don't. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. We didn't even watch the whole thing from yesterday. Y'all are done. Oh, she's trying to fill up her closets too, y'all, with her little Timu furniture. What? Who in the world is buying all this Timu furniture? Why is Timu thinking that they're is Timu trying to cut into IKEA or something? Wait, hold on, let me see where it is. Timu is doing way too much. I'm like, Timu, you are not IKEA. All right. It's very disturbing what's going on. There's a lot of people who need to get out the house. Hi, Dr. A. Hi, Boo. Okay, you have this whole situation going on over here. I'm trying to figure out what putting 12 pieces of clothing are going to do for you. Like, it's giving why.
Or much more sense rather if it is um black and white. I may put gray because I have way more room than I thought, because like I said, y'all,
I just wonder if that thing has a smell. You know how stuff comes from far and away and it's got a particular smell to it. I guess I'll watch this episode and then I'll have to get back with you on the particulars because you guys have little to no tolerance for Miss Keesha right
just
now.
like tissue paper that I've been finding.
Girl.
But I did just order some purse stuffers. I may not even need it at this point, but
Is that I guess it is still a thing to kind of display, but I wouldn't take up that much real estate on just some bags. I'm sorry. Put them on the top.
I think these are all the
It's
purses.
not like I mean, look, let me
So
not say too much,
this
but
gives me the
it's
motivation to go buy some more purses if nothing
it really should because that is really not hitting on
ever
anything.
did before.
That should give you all the motivation that your purse collection is really needs a rejudge. I'm gonna be nice. It needs to be zhuzhed up. There's okay, you got your totes, you got a couple um of the little tiny Fendi little hobo bags over there. Girl, that Balenciaga is through. That one is through. That one ran its time. It might come back. It might be good to travel with, but that's not that bag is bigger than you. That should let you know right there it's time to go run and buy a couple of good bags. Yeah, I agree with that
because
purchase.
I think
That
I want to have
purchase is
all of this as
co-signed.
purses.
That old girl,
Nothing ever did before. Because
her
I think
little old flap, look how deflated it is. All the air in her Chanel is gone.
want
I
to have
think she
all
bought that
of
vintage
this as
anyway, but it's
purses. But for now, since I don't have anything to fill it up, I will put shoes right
a little
there
wallet on
because I
chain.
did want to buy.
I don't
Be
know. If
careful
you're not using all those tote bags, I would run them right over to the consignment shop or girl, sell them on Poshmark.
with the be mindful, Keisha, when you editing. But I did want to add a little shelf thing right there for like my
What kind of is that an attic?
really nice heels, my red bottom, just like all my designer heels. I was gonna put a shoe shelf right there, but then I still have a little wall space left right here. I wanted to
She's really trying to stick with that old YouTube style. And if you notice, people are really, I don't know. Now, if you guys know High Low Lux, Janae Naylor's channel, Janae's closet is to die for. Now, she did do a custom closet and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's dark. And it's giving boutique, but I don't understand why she would purposely go buy mismatched furniture that doesn't even complement each other. She had the Temu wardrobe and then a wardrobe from somewhere else. It doesn't make sense.
But it just depends on when I'm done organizing.
I didn't mean
I
to.
will
Okay,
put
so this
in
is
the other
girl.
filler
Look,
spaces because
if you were wondering what's on the other side of that door, check it out.
Show y'all something. Oh, where's the light?
Girl, that's what's on the other side of your closet. Okay.
So, hold up. Okay, there it is. So,
okay, it looks like the one that's on the other side of the house.
Here it is. It's cold as hell in here. Wow. We're definitely going to have to do whatever we got to do to get this warm. But anyways, do y'all see how big this is?
Okay, nobody cares. All right, let's go to the beginning.
Y'all, good morning. Happy Sunday. I am at church.
Girl, she got the kids way in the back. Look, I didn't even notice that the twin. Well, I see one twin. I don't know where the other one is.
Watching First Church, Truth of God from Pastor Gino Jennings. That is our pastor.
First Church Truth of God, Pastor Gino Jennings. I've never heard of sir. Why she's telling everybody, I don't know if that she just goes online or what. I don't know what's going on with this motion, y'all.
Not my computer, my camera last night. I left it upstairs.
It's gonna stop.
Let me get comfortable because I'll be here for a while. Hour and 30 minutes. Jai is back there. Say, hey, Jaja. I don't know if this is shaking. Is it a car? What's that? Can they see? Do they see? But I had a great morning. I slept in, and by sleep in, I mean waking up at like 8. That's sleeping in. I never really been one to sleep in to like 10, 11. I think prior to kids, it was always like 9:30, something like that.
I don't wake up at 8.
No, I said I got up at 8 today. Y'all, I don't know what time y'all got up. I just remember
I woke up at I think 7.
7, okay, baby. But yeah, so babe got up, took care of Draco. He 90% of Draco's responsibilities are all on Jeremy. Love it. I love it. When I see that camera and I see him walking him and feeding him and in the house, he training him, playing with him, it just makes me so happy. But anyway, so he got up, fed the girls. By the time I got up and I got myself together in the bathroom, I came out, my breakfast was waiting for me. He had cooked eggs and hash browns and a little assortment of fruit. I read my Bible, and what else I did? I read my Bible. Then I talked to my mom once we were about to head out. But yes, I'm feeling really good. I did look back up at my dresser when I walked up there today, and I actually don't mind the placement. Now I guess maybe I just need to sleep on it. So I am motivated.
You know what? Her bedroom, it's like she's got this situation going on where she has her room, her dressing room upstairs and over the kitchen. So it's like, is that really a look? I don't know. Not my problem. I'm gonna be honest. Not my problem. So I'm not gonna even speak too much on it. Totally not my problem. So I guess we're gonna see how she handles this. Not my problem. Let's hear. Let's keep hearing about it.
Vanity area, and if I got a little extra energy, then I'm gonna try to do the girls. Now the girls thing is gonna be fairly simple because they just got it's similar to what's already in my y'all know the little bookshelf type of fancy thing. It's
Okay.
that, but it's just gonna have a cabinet at the bottom of it. So theirs probably will be put up in like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. It should be, hopefully. Yeah. But anyways, y'all, hope y'all are having a blessed Sunday. Go get y'all word in. Go do the work internally. Don't just hear the word, be the word. Be a
She said, "Don't just hear the word, be the word." Okay, that's a yes. I okay.
walking word. Embody what God wants us to do.
Mhm.
Some of y'all just still not right. And I'm not speaking to no one specifically. God is speaking through me to get to y'all right.
So now all of us, do you guys ever notice how people who are new in Christ or new in the word, like, say some of the most outlandish things? And it very well may be true. Maybe she really does feel like she needs to preach because she's so excited about what the word is doing for her, but it's just one of those things that she's going to look back and be like, "Oh my god, I was over here sounding so stupid." Like I just girl, get your and then on your platform where you have acted a pure D fool. You have acted a pure Have you taken a minute to take all that foolishness down that you have engaged in before you start telling people that they're not right when you have been the least right? When you have been absolutely wrong? You have dragged people for no damn reason?
Right now. Some of y'all know y'all are watching this. I knew the word was real because the devil just that quick tried to cut me off and didn't want y'all to hear this message. And it's gonna be real quick. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long with what I gotta say. But
Why does it have to be the devil? God might just be like, "You know what? You're not ready. You're not ready to spread my word around. I want you to focus on you. I want you to humble yourself and get one with me before you start telling people what I didn't ask you to do." Okay? People give the devil so much credit, but at the end of the day, what makes you think that it was the devil? You got the devil that quick on you? You're that open?
God is speaking through me to let y'all know that some of
Okay.
y'all need to get it together because a
Mm.
lot of y'all are living
Listen to the music too. I'm gonna put y'all on mute because Portia's now like Portia got something to say.
the temporary life that you've been blessed with from God on this earth, and are forgetting that you get to choose how you live, the choices you make, everything you get to do. That's all up to you. You have free will. You have free will. You will not be that fortunate to have free will in your next life. That's going to be based off the choices and decisions you made.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like at the tail end of service, and they're getting ready to call you up to go ahead. If you said that little prayer, if you said, "Lord, I want to give you my heart," we want you to go ahead and come on up and say the prayer and accept Jesus into your heart. That's what it sounds like. Like she's doing a altar call from the car. She's giving an altar call from the car, and the music is giving.
Are manifesting a life of everlasting torture to keep it cute.
Keeping it so everlasting torture is keeping it cute. Okay. She said, "Girl, I don't know what happened, her and Jeremy. I'm just wondering, did you exchange all of your hoochie mama clothes for that tacoholic t-shirt? Because you walking around here with your cootie cat out, with your boobies out, basically walking around naked. And are you glorifying God with this newfound evangelist Keesha? Girl, it's evangelist, junior minister, prophetess Keesha, okay? With the glasses on. A whole mess, okay? Hold on, it's coming back. Baby, a mess. Oh, it was just getting ready to come back. Hold on, guys. I had to reset it. Google was like, girl, stop it. She said, your life is just a mess. That thing is just a spinning. Hold on a second. Oh, yes, I do like those shoes. Are really nice. Okay, let's see if it's going to come back. I liked those little loafers. Okay, are we ready? Let's see. Is this going to happen for us today? Is this going to happen for us today, or is it going to take forever? Ooh, Jesus, help us. Girl, okay. Hold on, guys.
That's going to be based off the choices and decisions you made are manifesting a life of choices and decisions to have free. You will not be that fortunate to have free will in your next life. That's going to be based off the choices and decisions you made are manifesting a life of everlasting torture, to keep it cute, because you aren't prioritizing living the way God sent us on this earth to live. You are not being a reflection of him. You are not embodying his word. You are not living Christ-like. You're not trying to be righteous. You are literally just out here doing whatever the hell you want to do. And I'm telling you, there will be consequences for that. Watch how you guys move on this earth in this lifetime.
This is what I want to know. Are you fixing your situation? Are you watching your mouth? Are you not gossiping? Have you put your slurware away? Like, you worried about other people. Sis, you better save yourself, and you're a mother. You've got children. The last people you need to be worried about are people not in your home. You should be applying the cover of God over you and your children instead of sitting and preaching in your car with no fucking bra on and a Tacoholic t-shirt. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's really here for Evangelist Keesha when Evangelist Keesha is still a stankin' mess with her crazy ass boyfriend shacking. Okay? Y'all sit before you start praying, you might want to stop shacking. Okay? You're over here shacking.
God says he wants us to give grace. God says he wants us to forgive, to not just for our own self, not just because we ask God for forgiveness, but that's just what, oh, look at the girls, they look so good. But yeah, y'all gotta get it together. A lot of y'all out here, I know, and if you feel like who she thinks she talking to, she not living righteous, she's not this, that, and the third. I am intentionally making decisions to be a good person each and every day. I posted and were reposted.
You know what? Let me find. Hold on. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second. Hold on.
I'm gonna make sure I save it to my phone because it's probably gonna go away in a second. But I need to save her stuff right now.
A lot of situations slide, but it ain't because I'm scared of you. It's because I'm scared of God.
This
God
right
knows
here.
when I premeditate retaliation. God knows that I know how to show grace. God knows that I know how to be the bigger person. So at the end of the day, I have to answer to him. Also, I know the type of person I want to be. I know the type of character I want to embody, and I know the type of life I want to live. And in that, I love being able to go to sleep peacefully at night, knowing that I did not act the fool. I did not act a clown. I did not get out of character. I did decide to be the bigger person even though it is not always easy. And more importantly, I decided to show the mercy and grace that God shows me, that he shows me on a very consistent basis. I might add. And God is constantly in my ear, changing my heart, which is a blessing, giving me the opportunity to be the bigger person. So he knows when I make a conscious decision not to be. To whom much is given, much is expected. So it's not that I didn't peep it. It's not that I didn't see it. It's not that I didn't hear about it. It's not that it didn't bother me. And it's never that I'm scared of anybody but God. So like I said, God, I ain't scared of.
She think, girl. She said Jeremy asks her to marry him regularly. Okay, well, we'll just keep enjoying the show. I don't necessarily believe that. And if that is the truth, eventually he will stop. And he'll move on with someone else. You know what I mean? Men are not going to live in a personal hell forever, and he'll stop eventually. If she thinks it's cute to keep turning him down and you allegedly love him, girl, let her.
You, Bookie. I'm scared of God.
But
God, I'm terrified. So yeah, I'm
terrified. And a lot of y'all live for man. So you make your decisions and you let men control you. You let the people of the world control you. When I tell you, I used to be this way. I'm so happy.
She's crazy. She's lost it.
That I'm finally living for God, and I'm knowing like I need to fear the Lord. I don't need to fear.
And it's not that she's crazy if this is how she actually feels. She's lost her mind because she has watched a couple of little programs on Instagram and Facebook and whatever else, and she has convinced herself that that's what's going on with her. And good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to question it. That's not my place. But what my place is and what my heart is saying, sis, you sound stupid. Okay? You sound stupid because we know you. And if you have changed, let us make that determination. Let the people say amen. Okay? You can't say amen for me. We have to see the change, experience the change, and say, you know what? Keisha really has changed, girl. She's really. You can't come on here and Juanita Bynum us, okay? You can't come on here and give us your best bet at Prophetess and Evangelist Anderson. You just can't. We need to experience the change. You don't have to just tell us the change. People will know you changed when they know you changed. There is not enough car sermons that you can do to make me know what I don't see.
The feelings, the opinions, the thoughts, and the actions that other people do, because they're going to have to deal with that with God.
Yes, she is having a moment because she has bought, paid, and still has a note on that man. Okay?
Live for God. I gotta listen to God when he's telling me every single day, this is how I.
God's telling you to go ahead and lay down with that man who betrayed you and made a whole son and still hasn't married you yet, or that you are playing with. So let's just say Jeremy offers to marry her all the time and she keeps turning him down. That's what God told you to do. He told you to play with the man who gave you 3 children. He told you to play with him and play with him and play with him and lay down with him and do financial transactions with him and plan for more kids and buy a dog, but he never told you to marry him. He told you to play with him. Come on.
I need to move. This is how I get favor. This is how I get grace. This is how I get blessings bestowed upon me, because I'm intentionally living for God.
This is how you get humbled. Okay. This is how you get humbled. You're going to learn the word. You're going to talk about the word, and you're going to have to prove, because you don't want to do it in silence with some humility and grace. You don't want to give yourself humility and grace. You want to put other people on Front Street. So you're going to come out here puffed up. You're going to come out here and look slow and stupid. And you're going to feel some type of way because the magic isn't working for you. But that's when you're going to realize it's not magic. At the end of the day, sis, you can quote as much as you want. This is for you, sis. This whole exercise, this whole little sermon in the what's it called? What you got, an infinity? The sermon in your Volvo talks. This is for you, sis. This is for you.
This is how that happens. It does not happen when you do tit for tat and evil with evil. Like, you got to sometimes let people lay in the bed that they
exactly lay in the bed. This is what you need to, when you're running this back and editing this is all for you.
Make with you regardless. And it is hard. This is years coming for me. Years coming for me. When I say it is hard, I totally understand. Look at me. I have.
Okay, Sassy, exactly. This is all for her. So don't be offended. Don't feel some type of way. Keesha thinks she's this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. We don't know the ways of which a lesson is going to come and be taught. This isn't moving anybody for a reason. Okay? It's not moving anyone because this is for her. She's moved. This is for her. So she wants to sit up here and do all this. You go right on ahead, sis. This is more about you than it is about anybody else. Because, honey, nobody's taking any advice from you at this moment. And if it applies for them, they'll hear it. But people who are people who are a little more mature and have their own personal relationships, nobody is checking for this right now because they know you. And sis, what you're saying isn't matching up with what you're doing. The walk and the talk are not matching. Okay? The walk and the talk are not aligned. Okay?
500,000 followers on YouTube, 100,000 on Instagram. I have eyes on.
Well, she says she still has 500,000 on YouTube.
Okay. Me
Okay.
since I was 20 years old. Thousands of people who've been watching me since I was 20 years old with their own thoughts, their own opinions, and sometimes their own intentional actions to hurt me. And even my children, my kids, my family, my loved ones, my friends, that people spit on my name. People throw shots at my character. People try to wake up and live their lives to try to tarnish mine. So trust me when I say I totally understand. I totally understand. But still, I choose the mercy of the Lord. Still, I choose to follow him because I know at the end of the day, if I don't fear that man above, if I don't fear what's to come, if I don't move for him, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. So you can be about it now, or you can live and burn later. I need favor from God. I need him to know I'm trying every single day. And he gives me tests. Trust me when I say he gives me tests. He still gives me tests. And every single time I'm passing quicker and quicker. Sometimes it used to take me a little longer to pass the test because I'm like, ooh, this is tempting me to take my toe out of character because I can take it there. I can take it there. I can let that consume my thoughts, my mind, my decision making. Let me, move a certain type of way and see life.
Okay, how about what the test might not be? Look, she's still functioning low. She thinks the test is whether she can be triggered or not from a reactive standpoint. How about just no, like I don't even see it anymore. You know what I mean? The real test is when it's not even so much that you're not bothered, you're not even phased. It doesn't even like, oh wow, I didn't even notice that. It becomes part of just the landscape. It's no longer anything to even notice to make a decision about. When you have transcended, do I react? Do I not react? When it's just like, oh wow, I didn't even notice that, Some things do you notice how sometimes people see things and you just don't see it? It's not necessarily for you. It's not of you. It's not for you. It's not something that really is on your radar. The fact that things are still on your radar and you're having to make a decision and you're still at this point of the old me or what I used to do, girl, stop it.
Life a certain type of way, and then I realize at the end of the day, when I read my Bible, when I listen to my word, when I'm listening to
it's the music for me. It's the altar call music.
My sermons, and when I'm teaching my children of the Spirit of God and how this is going to impact them, not just only me, but them. There's a bigger message, there's a bigger picture, and I gotta just do better. I gotta be better every time, and I gotta be intentional about it. So y'all go be intentional about how you living, because I promise you, God is watching. God is watching. And if you're one of those type of people who are trying to wreak havoc on other people's lives, God is watching. And maybe
you don't think that this message of God is watching, you're not in the business of being able to lay out punishment and circumstances and all of the things. Like, no one told you to come with that. Can you believe it? She is, let's see. Girl, I'm just looking to see what's going on. Let's see what's in there.
Maybe a little group chat, text thing, thread where you can get up and talk about people and hurt.
Someone said, you don't have to explain, Keesha. We see your heart. Work hard. We proud of you and Jeremy. God shows grace. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't we? You have the right way of thinking, but you have to live your life the right way according to the Bible. Being married is not just living together. Okay. I mean, tell her, like, at the end, like, you can pretend that that's your mate and all those things if you want to. Like, I don't know. She can figure out how to trick Jeremy to the altar. We'll just keep watching and see how it happens. I'm not giving out any hints or any clues. I'm not a marriage coach. Let's see.
People and plot against your mama, your daddy, your friends, be a thief, be a liar, be a hater, be evil, be a gossiper. All those things, all those sins are equal. They're not no better than the other. When you're gossiping, when you're hating, when you're plotting, when you're wishing bad on other people's success, that is called sinning.
When you're shacking, when you won't let your man go see his son. Okay. All right. Minister Keesha, girl, that was enough. That was more than enough. And this video has the nerve to be 1 hour and 10 minutes long. So, girl. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go, guys. We've been at it for a minute. You guys have a wonderful day and a good rest of the morning. I will see you guys over on Real Talk Bougie in a little while, and we'll talk some other things. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Oh, I'm drained now. All of this and that. Oh my God. Okay, guys, take care. Have a wonderful day. See you later.
By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. It's all about clout. I respect you as a reactor.